I'm Tanya Sheridan, Policy and Evidence Manager at the Royal Society of Chemistry. A topic that we've been looking at and were inspired to look at by the International Year of the Periodic Table is the 90 natural elements that make up our Earth and the scarcity of some of them. Elements like indium, tantalum and gallium that are important in the electronic gadgets we use in everyday life, such as our smartphones, our tablets, and the laptop that I'm recording this video on. Some of these elements could run out within the next 50 years if we don't improve the way that we reuse and recycle our electronic gadgets. And this is something that was really highlighted to us by a consumer survey that we did to understand people's behaviour when it comes to recycling electronic gadgets. We learnt that with better take-back schemes and greater awareness of the scarcity of some components of our gadgets, we could achieve greater recycling. The House of Commons Environmental Audit Committee has been looking at electronic waste and the circular economy, and so we submitted the findings from our consumer research and from our International Year of the Periodic Table work to them. As a result, I was honoured to be invited to give evidence as an oral witness at one of their evidence sessions to highlight the importance of applying the waste hierarchy to waste and electronic equipment, and particularly the importance of redesigning, reusing and then recycling where those alternatives are no longer possible. I also explained the scarcity of some elements and why we needed to have a clear track on critical raw materials, as well as better designed gadgets, better recycling and take-back schemes so that consumers can trust that their gadgets and their data will be safe when they recycle. The Environmental Audit Committee has published its report today with its findings and its recommendations to government. It's a welcome and thorough report. I'm delighted to say that the RSC's recommendations around the waste hierarchy, the importance of understanding the criticality of raw materials and of better designed gadgets and better recycling have all been recognised in that report, and our recommendations have been taken on board and passed on further to government. The committee's also recognised that some of our scarce and precious elements are also vital to future technologies such as wind turbines. Of course, these technologies will be key to achieving net zero carbon emissions and to the 10-point plan for green economic recovery that the Prime Minister announced last week for the United Kingdom. And how do we do this? Well, what's been really critical here is the input and the insights from our chemistry community. Members of the Environment, Sustainability and Energy Division at the Royal Society of Chemistry designed a workshop to highlight some of these issues, and the International Year of the Periodic Table has helped draw them to our attention as well. And it's thanks to the evidence of our community that we've been able to make a strong case and to have our recommendations recognised and magnified by an influential parliamentary committee, as well as our suggestions for strengthening the Environment Bill on electronic waste, debated as part of the scrutiny of that bill as it goes through the Houses of Parliament. So this is a real example of the voice of chemistry in action, and it's thanks to members as well as RSC staff that we've been able to contribute in such a positive way to the inquiry, and thanks of course to the Environmental Audit Committee too.